All right, let me ask you something. What if you could hire a new employee, one who never sleeps, never takes a day off, and, get this, could cost you less than what you make from a single client? Sounds kind of wild, right? Well, today, we're going to dive into how a new kind of AI is making that a reality, especially for businesses like medical spas. We're going to break down exactly how this thing works. Now, if you're running a med spa, maybe a dental office, or really any kind of service business, this question, it probably hits close to home. I mean, you got into this whole thing to actually help people, but it feels like most of your time is spent just trying to find the people you want to help. It's a real grind, right? And that really is the core challenge, isn't it? It's this constant, exhausting juggle. On one hand, you're trying to give top-tier care to the clients you already have. On the other, there are these relentless, super time-consuming demands of marketing and admin just to find the next ones. So what does that juggle actually look like day to day? Well, it's paying those expensive agencies, trying to wrangle a dozen different software tools, and your staff, they're just bogged down with endless manual follow-ups instead of focusing on the clients who are right there in front of them. Honestly, it feels like you're constantly just plugging holes in a leaky bucket. So what if the solution wasn't another piece of software you have to learn, but a completely new way to work? I want you to start thinking about this technology not as just a tool, but as your newest and probably most productive team member. So let's properly introduce this new employee. We're talking about something called Content AI, and it's basically the engine inside an all-in-one platform. Think of it like your own in-house marketing assistant, ready to whip up emails, social posts, and blogs, all guided by your expertise, but done in seconds. And here is the number that really makes this a game changer. This entire AI employee platform comes in at a flat rate of $597 a month. Now, keep that number in your head because we're about to show you everything it replaces for that one predictable cost. And this just illustrates the whole idea perfectly. The old way, it's a mess, right? It's all these separate, expensive subscriptions and fees. You've got one tool for writing, another for your customer data, yet another for emails. The new way just collapses all of that into one single integrated platform. So much cleaner. Okay, so let's get into the first major benefit, driving efficiency to save your resources. This is how that AI employee starts paying for itself, by giving you back both your time and your money. The first, and maybe the most powerful cost-saving feature is automated content creation. Seriously, just imagine needing a social media post or a promotional email and poof, just having it instantly. Now, the crucial part here is what this replaces. That expensive marketing agency you're using, gone. That separate subscription for a writing tool like Jasper.ai, canceled. And all those hours your team spends agonizing over what to write, they get that time back to focus on your clients. It's a huge win. All right, the next piece of this puzzle is automating your appointment booking. And this isn't just about scheduling, This is about protecting your revenue and freeing up your front desk. Just look at how clean this workflow is. A client books online. The AI instantly fires off a personalized confirmation. Then it sends out reminders automatically, which, by the way, is massive for cutting down on costly no-shows. And the result? Your staff is no longer tied to the phone playing telephone tag. They're creating a great experience for the clients who are actually in the building. Okay, so we've established it saves you money. But how does it actually help you grow? Let's shift gears now and focus on how this AI employee actively works to attract, engage, and retain your clientele. This is all about moving beyond those generic marketing blasts that nobody reads. It's about creating content that speaks directly to different types of people in your audience, making them feel like you really see them and understand what they need. And here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You can literally tell the AI to write a professional, polished email for a 60-year-old who's interested in anti-aging, and then, in the next breath, tell it to create a casual, upbeat social post for a 25-year-old who's all about wellness tips. It handles that shift in tone and content instantly. It's amazing. But what about attracting brand new clients? The people who don't even know you exist yet. Well, that's where creating search engine optimized content comes in. This is all about making sure you show up when people search on Google. So instead of paying an SEO agency thousands of dollars, you can just ask the AI to write a blog post on a topic like, say, top skincare trends for 2025. It'll automatically bake in all the right keywords to help you rank higher on Google, driving new organic traffic to your website
for free. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. When you start combining the cost savings with these growth strategies, you begin to see the bigger, more strategic benefits of bringing an AI employee on board. This is about so much more than just checking off daily tasks.
This is the cumulative impact, the real payoff. Your staff is way more efficient. You can finally scale your marketing without your costs just exploding. Your brand voice stays consistent everywhere, from email to social media. And those automated personal touchpoints keep your clients feeling valued, which is the absolute key to retention. It just builds a stronger, more resilient business from the ground up. So as we start to wrap this up, it's pretty clear we're not just talking about some handy new tool. This is a fundamental strategic shift. For businesses like med spas that want to compete and really thrive in 2025 and beyond, this level of automation and intelligence, it's becoming essential. So, the question isn't if AI will change how your business operates, it's when and how. This idea of an AI employee isn't science fiction anymore. It's a practical tool for efficiency and growth that's here today. So looking at your own operations, your costs, and your goals, the real question is your business ready for the shift?